Ta-da! Hi, YouTube. Look, see how that works? I was showing the Twitch chat YouTube how we turn on YouTubes. And we just literally click this button. Welcome to today's stream. Hooray, we're playing full AP Udyr. I do want to answer a question we just got asked in the Twitch chat. Wait, there's T1 drama? Yes, SKT1. There's a video that is currently skyrocketing in views right now, talking about the T1, I believe you pronounce his name Zeus drama? I don't know. It's not Zeus. It's spelled like Zeus, but backwards, and it's pronounced Zeus. I don't know, dude. But essentially, it sounds like T1, SKT T1, somewhere along the way, fumbled some negotiations. Whether it was malicious or not, I haven't made it through the whole video. But whether it was malicious or not, they fumbled some negotiations. And, of course, the player was the one that got hit. It sounded like he didn't want to leave. But, yeah, there's drama. It's not a day in the internet streaming community if there's not someone mad about something somewhere, dude. I love it. It gives me constant things to talk about. It's the beauty, dude. And I think a lot of people have found this formula for success on the internet. Like, it really is just such a wild west out here in 2025 with all the stuff going on that, like, you never run out of stuff to talk about. There's always shit going on. Zeus is a really good player, dude. That's kind of what the video is making it. It seems like he just kind of got screwed. The video obviously is told from one perspective, and he's done a lot of research, so I'm going to let him kind of speak on it more than me. But from what it sounds like, they lost Zeus. He didn't want to leave. T1 somewhere along the way wanted money or power in the negotiations or something, and it got fumbled, and XYZ seems to be the story. Welcome. If you guys weren't here last couple days, Willie, I was here for the last week. I want to know how the climb is going. Dude, I've been freaking target banned literally 72 hours in a row. Like, what's today, the 27th? I have not played since the 25th. So, literally yesterday, I didn't get a single game in. And then the day before, even though we got quite a few games in, there were a lot of low-quality games. And then the day before that, this 23rd or the 24th here, you see how on the 24th there's no games. It's because this day I got no games in. There was an Udyr ban right out of the gate. 2 days later, no games in. Udyr ban right out of the gate. And the one day we did get Udyr, it was some truly, truly very, very heavy teams. I played as well as I could have. I'll leave it at that. I'm just going to focus on getting better and making sure that I can continue to improve. But, dude, I guess what I'm trying to say is the one day we did get Udyr quite a bit, it was less than desirable teams. I like to look at this. You're naturally supposed to win about 55% of your games if you're playing consistently on a champion you know. Like, it's really hard for you to lose under 55 because your teammates are going to carry you 11 out of, like, if it's going to be 50-50, 10 games you'll naturally lose, 10 games you'll win. If you're a consistent player, you should get carried in 1 out of every 20 games or so, right? It's kind of how I look at it. You'll just get a free one. So it's really hard to go below that 55% if you're at least locking in something you know how to play. Whenever I have days where I'm below that 55 number, I literally just chop it up to unlucky because I'm like, literally, I am not getting carried while locking in something I know how to play. Like that, dude, these teams are just, I know they're not carrying me. I can say that, man. They might not be playing as well as they could, but they sure as heck aren't carrying. Otherwise, we would have won, right? And we wouldn't be talking about it. So that was kind of a couple days ago. Yesterday we did a smoke stream. That was fun. Even though yesterday it may seem like we were just kind of messing around, and we certainly were. We did something really good came out of yesterday. We learned that I really like Phase Rush and Cosmic Drive. I tested, if you guys weren't here, we did Phase Rush all day yesterday instead of Dark Harvest, and then we did just essentially Cheap Shot and Ultimate Hunter as secondary runes, so we flip-flopped the key runes. And then I went Storm Surge and Cosmic Drive. With Cosmic Drive, I tested building both Storm and Cosmic second to see what feels better. I actually think Cosmic Drive feels better second because of the cooldown. And then you go into Storm Surge third to give you even more movement speed. It's cheap, and it gives you the flat magic pin. Then usually fourth item, I'm going Void Staff. And then usually fifth item, I think I was just plugging in like a Death Cap or Shadow Flame. I think I was doing like... That's the one downside I'll say of the build is like you don't pick up Shadow Flame, but in my opinion, Leandre's is a better item than Shadow Flame. It just is. Hello, Hera. Do you guys see the paw underneath the door over there? You guys probably can't. Hera. She has her paw underneath the door, and she's meowing because she wants to get let in. It's a very big world for a very small cat who cannot open the door. Would you like to come in? Hello, cat. I think we're doing okay on coffee. Probably like half a glass more. Probably like half a glass more. At least we get jungle. It's always a good sign, man. We got put mid lane. Dude, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop queuing up, I think, before 10 a.m. Before 10 a.m., I just get literally very, 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 very low quality games. I'm actually experiencing something crazy because this data is tracked. It's not like my hypothesis and how I feel about it. Literally, like Professor will track this data. I win more past 3 p.m. than I do pretty much any other time. It's kind of crazy. Like, literally, there's a switch that gets flipped at 3 p.m., and it seems like my win rate jumps by... Whether it's I'm warmed up at that point in the day, I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? Like, something changes. Whether people get off work and school, and so, like, a new wave of players come in, and people start, you know, a new round of players. But that 3 p.m. switch is very much real for me. And it's fun, too, because like I said, the data is like, yeah, might as well, right? So this is the rune page we were playing with yesterday. At high elo, I might even swap to water walking instead of gathering storm, frankly. Willie, why are you doing that? Because here's a fun fact about, if you don't know, statistically, the higher you climb, shorter games go. So, like, gold games are going to be an average of 30 minutes. Plat games are going to be an average of 29 minutes. Emerald games will be an average of 27 minutes. And then it just keeps going down and down the higher you climb. By the time you get to, like, Masters and Grandmasters, the average game length is, like, 22 minutes, even in this season. So, gathering Storm really is not worth it until 3 items. And on this build, I'm not building Death Gap until last item, which is where Gathering Storm gets its value. Like, if you build Gathering Storm third, and you have a 3-item, 30-minute Gathering Storm spike with a Death Gap, yeah, you'll do a ton of damage, right? But I guess what I'm trying to say is, on this phase rush setup, that's not what I'm trying to accomplish. I want to be faster than everybody, because I'm dying too much. That's like a truth that we swallowed in the last 48 hours is I'm dying a lot, and an easy fix for that, especially as AP Udyr, is you just go phase rush. Gives you slow resistance and scaling movement speed, and it is super easy to proc on Udyr. Super easy. You get employed players past 3 p.m. See, I would say that, but I actually disagree because everybody's got, like, there are skeleton crew workers that play after their shift in the morning. They're, like, radio hosts. They're early morning shifters, too, that I bump into. I would buy into that, but as somebody who's, like, there was, like, a 6-month period in my life where, like, I pretty much worked overnight, right? So, like, I know, while I do understand on an aggregated basis, more people get off at 3 p.m. than in the morning. I don't think that. I just think it literally has to do with the quality of morning matchmaking. I think it's a less popular time, so you get paired with more autofills, and I also think that you do genuinely just get people that aren't whatever, right? But I bet if you look at that coefficient in isolation, like, are you employed versus are you not? I actually think unemployed people would have a higher chance of winning the game because they play the game more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I were to swing it one way or the other with personal bias, I would definitely lean the way towards being unemployed would be a better thing for sure. I'd rather have a college kid, you know, just because they play more and whatever. But doesn't mean that the other guy can't keep up. It's just, it's how it literally, this is just what life is. Like, where you put your time is what you get better at. It's like flexing a muscle or going to the gym. Like, your muscles won't grow if you don't go to the gym and flex them, right? You won't get better at League if you're not playing it. And I do think people that play more just naturally have an advantage. Now, that, to be clear, I don't think that spamming games is how to climb. That's not what I'm saying. Because there is a balance of, like, coming in with headlights on and stuff like that. But yeah, that 3 p.m. switch, though, I will say, as of late, I don't know why. It didn't used to always be this way, but in the last 6 months, I've really felt it. Again, 4 or 5 years ago, it felt like morning games were actually, it used to be the opposite. Morning games used to be higher quality because you used to get paired with, like, only streamers and only content creators, and, like, everybody was, like, sweaty as heck in the morning. I used to remember, and, like, I don't know if it's still out there, but you could go back and watch my old streams, and, like, streaming in the morning, I used to talk about how it's where you got the best of the best, and it was the best time to practice, because, like, player base was small, you know, and, like, this lobby, this is actually kind of nice. We've got 8 Masters players. Back in my day, dude, like, you would get literally an Emerald player, or I don't even think Emerald exists. You would have a Plat player, a Diamond 4 player, a Challenger player, a Diamond 1 player, and a Low Masters player all on the same team versus somebody of the same, like, you got to see, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, the higher ranks, like the Challenger 800 LP players, were in the Diamond games. And it was kind of fun because, like, you got to see some of these, like, really, really popular names, and you're like, oh my god, let's see what they do in a Diamond lobby, and off they went. They've done a lot better about making sure that people around the same rank are paired together, but it's come at the expense of overall quality because people aren't playing shit they play, i.e. C, Briar, mid. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just got into a 3-minute lobby with 8 Masters people, but this is a low-quality game, I can tell you right now, dude. I don't need to look at anything past what we locked in. That's an autofilled jungler. That's an autofilled ADC. That's a Briar fucking top / mid. Like, I'm here for it, dude. He's autofilled. He's autofilled. 49% win. Like, this is a gutter tier quality game. Like, it is what it is. I'm not mad at anybody. I've just come to expect it. But what I'm saying, dude, is it did not used to be like this. You would literally get a Challenger ADC if that meant that the ADC role actually got filled by somebody who played ADC. They would pull from, like, everybody. Do you know what I mean? Nowadays, it's the opposite, where they'll pull from everybody, but if it's not available, just plug somebody in and keep going. How is he going to get melee runners? I don't know, dude. I'm not going to complain about it. He's allowed to play what he wants, whatever, dude. He's got a good win rate, but he's auto-filled. He should have dodged. I never have respect for one-tricks that don't dodge, because I always dodge when I get auto-filled. But, hey. Again, I can't complain about it, because I don't want people to say, like, Willie, you're complaining. This is just facts, people. This is just stuff I'm saying out loud. It's part of climbing. Like, this is part of the political landscape of high elo right now, is navigating this type of matchmaking, these type of players. It's not like... Complaining is when you're, like, saying it with the intention of just, like, not going anywhere. I'm saying it with just saying, this is eye on the ball. Gonna be a game where I have to play well. I'm one of the only on-rolls. I don't want to gank that. If I were to go top and Warwick were to blood trail me, we will instantly lose the game. Especially knowing that his Krugs are gone. Good solo kill on the Akali. Pantheon's going mid. The other kind of weird thing with this season. Nice knockback from Briar here. My support has done more for ganking than I've done as jungle because I'm stuck farming, which is fine, dude. But strange times. Again, if we're just comparing old times to new times, strange times is all I'm saying, man. I'm a boomer. Times change, old man. The future is now. It's a good time to gank. They warded, though, is the issue, but... Warwick's top. This is frozen. Good job, buddy. Corky played that really well. Don't cancel the back, please.
An ally has been slain.
Great. Great. Is today another full AP day? Yes. Until I hit Challenger, I'm playing the easiest form to carry with, which is called full AP. We will be practicing nonstop. I want to be a skilled craftsman at my art. LOL, dude. I'm just gonna go back. I was planning on ganking top there, which is why I pathed to top like that instead of down to bot, but since she gets the kill, we just go back, get the boots, run back down to bot side. Bruh, like, I'm not... Do you notice? I didn't even complain about the guy taking the kill, even though I flashed. You want to know why? Because he rotated as a mid and stopped an invade. A+. I wish every mid laner did that. You deserve to get rewarded. Like, again, like, if you play well, I'm going to give you the kill. Every single time, dude. I'm not greedy. I take kills when I get worried that you can't carry. That's when I start getting selfish, right? I don't know what his cooldown is. Great. She's asking for a gank, and while I do agree that the gank is very much doable on a level 5 Tryndamere, Warwick with Blood Trail is a thing that I cannot ignore. And works top. Imagine if I had ganked top with a blood trail on me there, you know? Just drag these out. There's really no reason to do anything stupid. That's fine. I've got a lot of gold here. Cool. Alright, 2 out of 3 Rift Grubs Dragon. At this point, I've spent way too much time doing a Dragon and Grubs. I have to full clear. Oh no, dude! It's the blood trail. Am I allowed to talk about Arcane yet, or is it still too soon and it's spoilers?
An enemy has been slain.
Hey, Daniel, that's the second time you've brought up the fact that nobody likes the rants, and I've had 2 people yesterday. I did a straw poll to see if people like the rants, and we got more positive feedback than others. I love you, dude. Again, you're just really trying to drill in a point. You can either be right or happy. I said this to Sato the other day. I appreciate your feedback, but this is the second or third time you've told me that nobody likes my rants. And it's funny how you've made me now negative, bringing that up again. Smiley face. Food for thought. Leaving it at that. I just think empathy about being a... Some of y'all could never be a streamer. I'll leave it at that, dude. Willie, it's so easy. Yes, it is very easy. It's playing video games. Very easy. There's parts of every line of work that you have to deal with that you don't like. And I hope that you and your job, you have nothing but fucking roses and perfume. You like that body block on the Warwick ult there? Great. I was a little late to this fight, but whatever, dude. Mike, I understand when people are, like, upset that, like, I get negative and, like... But here's the thing. Have you ever heard me say, go off yourself? Have you ever heard me say, literally go get a rope? Have you ever heard me say, I hate you as a person and I never want to play with you again? You are the worst human being on planet Earth. And the answer is no, because I never take it to the personal level. Even when I'm ranting, I am audibly flaming somebody on stream, not inside game, and pulling up their OPGG and ranting about it. If they never click on the stream, they never hear it. If they don't know who I am, they never hear it. Do you understand? I'm doing everything in my power to keep my negativity inside a bubble. And even that is antagonized by some viewers. And you guys are like, fuck you for being negative. Dude, I'm a human. I'm going to be negative half the time, positive the other half. It's called the human experience. Welcome, bitches. You're not going to be happy 100% of the time either. It's okay. Like... I don't know what to say, dude. Get this fucking guy out of me. This is the second time he's done this stupid thing. He did that last time, too. He just walks up and takes one, dude. My bad. I didn't realize how good his wave clear was. That's both your smite charges.
Shut down. Shut down. Rampage.
Let him know, dude. Let him know, Warwick. You think you're outplaying me with this smite shit? The whole reason I did that, Dragon, is because your dumbass literally just did 2 smites in front of the enemy jungle with a dragon on the map. Let him know, dude. I'll give you a shutdown for 2 dragon soul. It sucks we get shut down, man, but listen, dude. Do not use both your smite charges in front of the enemy jungler. Let this be a small learning lesson for all of us, dude. If there's a neutral on the map. If there's no neutral on the map, it doesn't really matter. Just we ball take everything. But if there's a neutral, dude, new behavior. Uh-oh. Potentially 3 mid right now. I might need to come join this. Good job, bot lane. Their ADC and support are playing just mid, it looks like, right now. Let's get rid of both his deep wards. Pantheon's getting the other one. GG at Kali, man. She just got a double kill. That double kill is actually crazy good for us as a team. Because it buys me time to punish his bot side for staying too long top. You got to keep in mind Pike could be coming.
Call me so I can make it juicy for you.
Look at that zone defense, A1 Alabama linebacker peel, dude. D1 recruit right there. Sign me up. Kindred worthy. Oh, God, we got a Kindred player in the chat, boys. How do we feel about that? Trying to reverse engineer our Udyr. Let's go, buddy. I hope you're doing well, man. How to fight Warwick, by the way. Don't let the man auto you. Burn his ass down. We call that the microwave treatment. You put Warwick inside the microwave and you just close the door. But thank you for the sub, man. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. That's the biggest win. And then you've got Udyr emotes, and obviously, thank you for supporting the stream. We're a small streamer. It counts twice as much around here, dude. In my server, every jungler plays like that. I was in Diamond, and the jungler forced his team to fight an objective they could not fight. He had no smite, and my ADC got a triple. Like, they killed all of us, to be fair, on the dragon. But I'm like, literally, you have to kill 3 people. And we still killed, like, 3 of them. They traded 4 for 3, I think. But they got shutdowns, which actually kind of made it worth for them. But you have to kill 3 people to make up for the dragon. And you burn tempo. And you tell the entire map where you are the entire time. Like, it is... Couldn't be made, dude. If you're going to contest it, you have to have smite. You cannot double smite charge in front of the enemy jungle. You know, like, it's a game of decision. It's all just calculated risk at the end of the day. I'm afraid of the pike pull. Like, Warwick ult over wall. I could die very easily, actually. This is good. Akali stop. We like to call the Dragon Soul a nice, healthy jungle insurance policy. This is called if your teammates are god-awful and feed, you'll still win the game. But if they're good, we win no matter what. Because we've got 3 dragons already. Do you know what I mean? Solid insurance policy right there, dude. Hedging our bets as much as we can. Interesting. I couldn't take Herald. Sad. Sad. Sad.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. An ally has been
I don't have flash. I tried to get there as fast as I could. Wrong bush to go in, dude. Alright, the build yesterday, if you guys were tuning in, we had a lot of fun with this shit. Was Phase Rush, Cosmic Drive 2nd, Storm Surge 3rd, Void Staff 4th. Willie, I am tired of you making new builds, Willie. Are you telling me, Willie, that Storm Surge and Malignance are bad, Willie? No. I'm just testing new builds. New build, new day. Chill. I like this build because compared to other builds, you're faster. You do less damage, but you're faster, which I think is actually helping me more. I'm literally just trying to consider me a scientist. You know, like when a scientist is in the lab and they've got like beakers around them and there's like liquids dropping everywhere. I'm just testing and trying to find the best way to carry with Udyr. We're going to add a little movement speed here. We're going to add a little cooldown here. We're going to add a little sustain here. We're trying to concoct the perfect ingredient. The Coca-Cola formula, if you will. All right, let's go up here. I heard a streamer's dropping his liquid. Drug life, best life. Changed my mind. Bruh, if there's no repercussions to taking meth, I would take meth all day, every day, and just gamble. There's no, like, it's the peak form of happiness is when you're a degenerate not caring about your money, right? But unfortunately, there's consequences, dude. There were no consequences. Bruh. Sounds like a lot of fun, don't it? Being tripping balls 24/7. Money's nothing but a number, so you get like super financially risk averse, or you're not risk averse, so like you like risk. You're just sprinting around doing your shit out there. I first was way back when I was trying to reverse engineer the Kazakhs matchup. And then I started playing some Udyr, and now my Udyr my third most played. That's funny, man. Because the way that I play Udyr is actually pretty trash into Kazakhs. Because I build damage. Most Kazakhs players actually tend to do quite well into me. But if you build tank, yeah, tank Udyr runs over Kazakhs very easily. You just outscale them. You just run up and bear stun them, GG. Listen, boys, if you notice how autopilot this game feels, it's because I've got winning lanes. I'm just taking farm and getting neutrals. This is a Cloud Soul on a Corki Udyr team comp. Love to see it. That Cloud Soul is going to be a little unfun for them, just so everybody knows. Hit the NAS! Bro, this is the second time I've gotten a Cloud Soul with this build. It is so fun. Where's my MS at? $600 when you press E. I want to see donut technology. I gotta get a Storm Surge proc for it to work. Oh, we got feared. We broke the donut to pump fake him. Had to do it. Oh god, here comes a very angry Rise. Can we end? Maybe. Maybe. Tremor's up in one side. I don't know, dude. If we ended, they would have to give it to us. Maybe they would, but I don't know.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
We also swapped to, I think, water walking, and it might be better for high elo, unfortunately. You deep. Nice, dude. That was a really good game of, like, just take, like, if you've got winning lanes, that game is a fantastic how to not mess up elite. Just let your laners carry and just get some insurance, and that's that. We even died a couple times, gave away huge bounties, but, you know, whatever. Literally was complimenting you. You read everything in a negative light. I'm just reading a comment from the same person about a rant that you said was negative 2 days ago that you're reminding me is still negative 2 days later. Even in the context of a compliment, you got to understand the frame from which you're coming about it, dude. Little self-awareness. Thank you. Sorry, man. Love you, dude. I might not be, like, obviously I love having you a part of the community. I love playing Udyr, but again, I just think you're focused on being right instead of being happy, which is fine, dude. You do your thing. It's like Sato, man. It's not, you know, that I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just going to leave it at that, dude. I can't say any other way that besides there will be times when I'm negative and sorry. I personally have always said, and I'll die on this though, I would rather watch the streamer that shows you the unfiltered moments than Mr. Goody Two-Shoes is actually a fucking devil behind closed doors and is a nightmare to work with, right? Because those personalities are certainly out there. And we can play that card if you would like, where we don't rant at all. And I never show negative emotions. And I only dress up nice. And you only see me on the good days. And I only stream half as much as I currently do because I can't give a projected or wear that mask for that large a percentage of time. I would have to cut back on stream hours. We'd have to make more edited YouTube videos instead of raw, unfiltered content. We could go down that path if we do want to go down that path, Twitch chat. I could morph myself into that personality. Or we could stop talking about the fact that your favorite streamer had a negative rant and it continues to happen every now and then. And damn, Willie, every time I click on the stream, you're complaining. Well, maybe every time you click on the stream, I've had a bad team. Maybe you haven't clicked on when I've had a good team. Because when you click on when I have a good team, I'm usually dishing out compliments and thanking everybody and talking about how good it was to play that game, right? Like, I don't know, dude. It's one or the other. You pick your poison. What I'm going to say, dude, is just trying to morph me into something I'm not is not a good recipe for any of us. I don't want to be something I'm not. You shouldn't try and make me something I'm not either. It's something you don't want. You say you want it, but you don't want it. I would be less happy. I wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, dude. You say you want it, but I pinky fucking promise you don't want it. I would stop streaming. Literally, I would go back and get a job because my passion would burn out. Half the reason I play is because I hate losing, right? If I don't care about losing, I wouldn't care about winning. And if I didn't care about winning, I wouldn't get to a high rank. Like, that's the truth of it, dude. And, like, some people, understandably, say, whoa, 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 I'm just trying to say you're a nice guy. I understand. But, like, it's the fact that you're still bringing it up, right? It's kind of like when you're in an argument with, like, a friend or, like, a partner. And they're saying, like, I forgive you, but. Why'd you say the but? Just say you forgive me, you love me, and let's move forward. That's what a real friend does. Someone who's saying but these 10-minute rants are where you're losing viewers, Willie. I like you, Willie. And to remind you, Willie, these 10... No, don't do that. That's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. At best, obnoxious, annoying at worst. I can't hold myself, like, dude, I wish I was a perfect human too, man. Like, I wish that standard of perfection, like, do you know how much I wish I could just wake up and be a happy-go-lucky streamer 24/7? I've oftentimes found myself thinking at night, why did this stream go so well? Why did this stream go so poorly? And constantly trying to figure out the differences between the good streams and the bad streams. You don't think my whole job is literally how do I become as positive, as high a percentage of the time as possible? Like, that is the job. We're an entertain. Like, our job is to entertain, right? I don't know, dude. It's funny when you just keep peeling the onion back and back and back, and you realize that, like, that comment is just the antithesis of everything we're trying to accomplish around here, which is unfortunate, but whatever, dude. All right, let me see here. You want to know who's the most positive? I got a recommendation for Twitch chat, guys. Or YouTube chat, or anybody that gets mad when I, like, rage quit games or I go on 10-minute rants about people's OPGGs. There's a great Garen streamer, I don't know if he still plays, called Reist. Go watch this guy. This is going to be your best friend. I'm actually just going to endorse you guys to go play or watch this cat, because he is way more positive than me. And you, if you want a positive, permanently positive streamer, please go watch this guy. He is a better streamer for you than me. Okay? There's also other really, really good high positive streamers out there. Who's the Searches? Chris? Great guy. I've never heard him be negative. If you want that type of content, go to that type of content. But do not come to twitch.tv/WILLIE and talk about me ranting about my teammates as a high elo jungler. Do you understand the irony there, dude? Square peg, circle hole type shit. There is content out there for you people if you just want permanently positive Andy. Those people exist. I am not that person. Never have been, unfortunately. Never will be. We are critical thinkers. Independent thinkers only, Twitch chat. We look at everything through a fine lens, and we oftentimes find the negative before we find the positive. But it's a beautiful thing, because when my personality does find the positive, I stick with it for the rest of the life. In sales, there's 4 types of personalities. Fun fact, you've got analytical buyers, driver buyers, emotional buyers, and then you've also got, I can't remember the other type, like entertainer buyers, I think, where they just want to like talk to you the entire time. I'm very much an analytical buyer. I literally had to take the test when I got a sales job, and I figured out both how I sell and how I buy. How I sell is through the entertainment lens. I'm very talkative, and I'm an entertainer seller, but I'm an analytical buyer, meaning like, and fun fact about analytical buyers, it doesn't mean I'm better than others, but literally this is just how my brain works. I take a lot of time and I need the data, dude. Like, I will not trust a single salesperson on planet Earth. You have to show me the data first, and then I'll listen to you to explain it. Do you know what I mean? But once you give me that data, and once I make the decision for myself, I will be your client for life. Do you know what I mean? I will literally be your best client. I will never leave you. I will pay month over month, and I'll never miss a payment, right? Because I've made up my mind that it's worth it. And that's how I look at the game. It's how I look at my life. It's how I look at the lens of how to interact with other people in a business sense. Like, literally, this is WILLIEP, dude. So when you see me poking holes at these teams and these teammates, I am telling you it is literally just who I am. It is how my brain functions. I'm an economics major from Vanderbilt, dog. I like looking at the big numbers and understanding why the story went so catastrophically wrong down in the weeds. How did the big numbers tell a story before the weeds caught on fire, right? That is what I like doing. And it's how my brain works in a nutshell. And at times, you're going to see that come out in the lens or like through the storytelling of me picking apart teammates. Me trying to truly deep dive understand why some of our teammates are first timing and ranked. Why we're at the top 99.5th percentile of play, but there's still not a competitive desire to win the game from some of these players, right? Like, you're going to hear me talk about that. And it's just part of the stream, man. It's how my brain works. I wish, at times it was different, but at times it's why I'm able to, like, see patterns and recognize shit and be as good as jungling as I am. It's because, like, there's a lot of, like, it's a double-edged sword, right? And I just think that, again, I know I'm kind of all on the same beaten tangent, but, like, when you try and make a streamer into something he's not, it will never work. Because you're going to literally change the identity of the stream and force that person to be something they're not. And if you don't like the something that somebody is, that's great. Just don't watch them. It's your decision. You have the power as the viewer to decide where to go. The power is in your hands, right? Streamers like to pretend it's in their hands, but it is 100% in the viewer's hands whether or not to decide if they like the content. Why are you trying to change the content is my question when it's 2025 and you've got millions of streamers out there, right? It's one thing to throw jabs. You know, it's one thing to, like, you know, make fun of your streamer. It's another thing to try and change the streamer. Changing the streamer is fundamentally a flawed approach, and that's kind of just the hill that I'm ranting off of right now. I've always had that theory. I hope now that I've taken the time to explain it, you kind of look at it like that. Like, I don't know, man. Udyr mid angle, we might have to. I'm going to have to wait. This is why high elo is very hard to climb through. It really is a time sink. I just let 9 other people know that I'm an Udyr one trick because I'm hovering Udyr mid. Somebody just dodged, which means there's another player in queue that's autofill, most likely, and now I'm going to have to wait another 5-10 minutes. It's okay. I understand it for what, like, I'm not here to, like, complain. This is just how climbing in high elo goes as a one trick, but you have to understand. This is why a lot of the times when you click, I'll be on diamond accounts or below, is because, like, I literally do not have the time to deal with this all the time. It takes forever. My goal is to get as good as full AP, push to Challenger, and then stop playing in Challenger. We're going to do, like, main account Monday, where what we'll do is we'll play in Challenger, like, on Mondays. But after that, dude, I'm just going to go straight to smurfing, and I may just start pumping out YouTube content. I want to get the credibility of being a Challenger jungler again. Even though I've done it in the past, I just want to refresh it so nobody can take the title away. I know right now if I claim Challenger, it's going to rub some shoulders, which is why I claim Grandmasters, because that's what I was last month. If we can just refresh it, I don't have to maintain it. If I've been Challenger, like, literally Season 6, Season 7, Season 8, Season 9, and then I refresh it, hopefully people just shut up and say, okay, maybe the guy is just Challenger. Maybe we can give him that level of respect. Maybe not. He may not hold the rank, but he's capable of getting there at least. And I think that's what people care about. They don't actually care about holding the rank. Most people just want to get to Challenger, take a screenshot, say they did it, brag for the rest of their life, and then stop playing. I truly think that's the fantasy a lot of League players have. Some people might want to go to the top of the ladder and, like, play for the rest of eternity, but I truly think the fantasy that people have is getting there and stopping. And just maintaining the rank, if nothing else, just decay gang it, and then just retiring. Because, like, it is not fun to play at high elo. It just isn't. Changed my mind. I have actually been asking a lot of people, if there's any high elo junglers out there, let me ask you this. And it doesn't matter about smurfing, being able to carry. Let's say you can carry in both a high elo lobby and a low elo lobby. What is more satisfying to play? People might answer that differently. For me, it is more satisfying to play in a low elo lobby because I have a higher capability of carrying, if that makes sense. Whereas in a high elo lobby, I still sometimes can't carry if I'm against the wrong team comp or if I've got people on my team that just are too far behind, because at the highest level of play, they'll know how to gas pedal their leads and get just as strong as you, right? I personally think it's more fun to try and carry a low elo lobby if I'm going to be stuck in the position of having to try and carry teammates that are behind or whatever, right? And to me, that's where the game is fun. It's not high elo. Some people might disagree. Some people might like playing. I think if you're somebody that likes external validation, you do like playing in high elo. In other words, like, if you're somebody that likes being on streams, if you're somebody that likes playing with, like, Double Lift and, like, all these other, like, big names, then yeah, if that is where you get satisfaction is, like, from other people like that, yeah, you'll enjoy playing in high elo probably. But that's about it, dude. The external validation side of things, unfortunately, I'm a streamer, so, like, the whole stream's about me, so, like, I don't really have to do that. I don't have to get to Challenger to earn that, do you know what I mean? So, like, that doesn't do it for me. The rank doesn't do it for me. Why does WILLIE push to Challenger in 2025? When I get there, and I'm going to make a video about it, I want you guys to know I said it now before the video was made. I'm doing it kind of to just shut up some haters. To me, again, the rank really doesn't mean anything. It's just all skill. If I can play full AP Udyr with the best of them, whatever. That's all that matters. And I've already proven time and time again that I can do that. Have I gotten the rank? Nope. But the haters want to see the rank, so we got to get the rank. That's kind of where it's at, you know? And it's not, I understand people do. At the end of the day, it is a rank-driven game, League of Legends. You do want to get to the highest league. I understand it. It's just interesting, again, as somebody who's literally done it multiple times, how easily it's like water in like a canyon, dude. You know how like the Grand Canyon was formed like through time? The water just eroded away at the walls, and now you just can't even tell it's a riverbed. It's a fucking canyon. It's kind of like the history of WILLIE, dude. Once upon a time, it was a glorious flowing stream with lots of concurrent viewers. Everybody knew. There was no challenging to whether or not we were a challenger player. It had just been done so many times that people couldn't take it away from me. And now it's all eroded away, people. It's all eroded away, dude. Through time, that it just got whittled away, and now it's not. It's something that it ain't. Playing low elo roll, low elo off roll is the most fun for me. Let me wait 20, 30 minutes for every game when I try and play casually. Bro, like, I do think that, and I've brought this theory up on stream a few times, and I'm sure some of you have heard me, so just bear with me if it's like, but one-trick pony queue. We've talked about it before. I really think there should be 3 modes in this game. Flex. Technically 4. Flex for like 5v5 pre-mades. Ranked solo duo. Ranked one-trick pony queue. And then normals. Normals being the 4th there. I think those are the 4 best modes. Why are you making a one-trick pony queue, Willie? Wouldn't that divide the player pace? Sure. But it would also give people, casual players, one-tricks, the ability to get out of the ranked solo queue mode so the other people don't have to deal with one-tricks that don't dodge XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. Right? I can't type for shit, I guess. Trying to type Zenzal, must have had it open. But, like, one-trick pony queue would solve a lot of these issues we have with matchmaking, especially at high elo. And I do think, if nothing else, if there is not a one-trick pony queue, there should be a switch you can flip above queuing saying, A, I'm willing to wait longer to get my roll. B, I'm waiting longer to make sure my teammates get their roll. What? You can do that? Imagine, dude. Queue up. I'm willing to wait longer to make sure I get my roll. I'm willing to wait longer to make sure my teammates get their roll. And you can flip both and they'll both stack. All these win. Nobody fucking. Oh my god, dude. I can't let Riot. Riot! Do not make me dodge. This is a 12-hour timer, dude. Please don't do it to me. Please. Dude, I'm streaming. You guys don't understand what just happened. I understand the gravity of what just happened, dude. Fuck this claim. Fuck this client. Fuck everything about it, actually, dude. I actually just hate League of Legends, dude. Let me explain what just happened. This client is so dog shit that I can be streaming fucking live, spam clicking lock in, dude, and I go straight to minus 15 LP 12-hour timer, dude. Speaking about dodging as a one-trick when you're off-roll, dude, I've spent so much time dodging as a one-trick to make sure our teammates don't have to play with a one-trick that's off-roll. I just got fudged by the system, dude. It won't even log in. What is this shit, Riot? I literally have a $3,000 PC I'm staring at right now, dude. I'm actually so mad you guys have no idea right now, dude. You guys simply do not understand the fact that I now have to deal with the fucking client preventing me from playing every 12 hours. I swear to God, if you guys were not here this morning, dude, this is literally what happened yesterday. I woke up at 8 a.m. You see how there's no games from the 26th of March? I woke up and got target banned. Had to dodge immediately. Didn't even get a single game in yesterday in high elo, right? 2 days ago, on the fucking 24th. See how this is a custom game? This was my warm-up practice tool. I warmed up, got into a lobby, Udyr banned, 12-hour dodge timer immediately. This is the third fucking day this week, dude. I can't even play this game. I don't know what do you guys want to do today? I guess that ends the high elo climb. Sorry, YouTube audience. That's the end of that stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the one full fucking AP game we got in. 1 of 1. Dog. I might go make YouTube videos, dude. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. I got energy, so I might just go make YouTube videos. I don't feel like we've got a couple options, right? Obviously, we've got Diamond 1 and Diamond 2 and Diamond 3 accounts we can play on. I'm going to put it this way, guys. I genuinely want to climb to Challenger. I can't get into game on my highest ranked account. I just can't do it. Between people target banning and now the fucking client, like, I literally cannot climb. I am just stuck. No, dude, I've already got 2 Masters accounts right now, dude. I don't need more Masters accounts. I guess I think what the point is, it's not about having multiple accounts in Masters. It's about the fact that literally, what's the point? I'm going to spend the next 10 hours chipping away at these other accounts that are randos just to wake up in the morning and realize I don't care about anything I did yesterday, right? I'm going to go make YouTube videos, dude. I can't have another day like this. We smurfed all day yesterday, and I felt kind of slimy because I was like, all we did was playing Diamond and then in low elo because, like, it feels slimy. You're not, like, I'm not training my skill. I'm not improving my rank. I'm not improving my legacy. Like, none of this shit, dude. Like, it's just a waste of a day. Like, like, as much of a waste of a time as playing video games is, playing on Smurf accounts when I'm not Challenger is a waste of time. I'd rather just go make YouTube videos, right? Or TikToks or something, you know? Like, that is literally a better use of my time to grow the stream anyway, as sad as it is. So I'm going to go do that. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to record some stuff. I just started playing back this month. What's the best build for Udyr at the moment? It depends on if you want to learn Udyr. Definitely tank Udyr will always be your best bet. But I would say full AP is my best friend for carrying right now. I like hybrid a lot, but full AP is really, really solid for carrying. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. This is super unfortunate. 12 hours from now is 11 p.m., which sucks. Dude, I might stream tonight. You might catch a Smurf stream if I feel like it, but bruh, fuck this client, dude. I'm actually living. See you tomorrow. Bye.